You said I needed to talk with Telescope. I don't need to talk to Telescope. There's nothing in the world that would ever make me talk to Telescope. Him and Jeff were on Doofus's channel talking about eating my mother's cat. There's no negotiation. There's no, oh, I'm sorry. There's none of that bullshit. My mother, my family have been affected by that. I know you suggested, but I'm letting you know why that's just never going to happen, right? Just like GTW333. He's never come out and publicly said anything, no apology. No apology for accusing J Matt of being a boogaloo or Antifa or any of that, or to me. Nothing. You know, that's a fucking piece of shit. I'm just letting you know exactly how I feel, right? You know, I wish I didn't have to make that post about Lori yesterday. I wish I didn't have to do that. I wish that Lori had addressed the fireman issue. I wish she did that. You know, she came on my chat and said that we were liars. Not that we had two of her mods give us information that said that was what Fireman was saying, that he was the one spreading all that bullshit. You know? And so all Lori needed to do was to apologize for that. That's it. And what did she do? She got rid of Fireman, allegedly. I don't think Fireman's gone. I think he just changed his screen name. And I'm gonna check the things, but truthfully I don't even give a fuck. Like, to me, like, I'm not mad at Lori. I don't hate Lori. I think it was critical for what we were doing at the time that Lori was with us. But I am not going to associate with anyone who's associating with people who are talking about eating my mother's cat. That's just to name the one thing. Besides him, all the different lies that Telescope has said, stupid lies and big lies, little lies, all that, he's a liar. So I'm not associating with any known liars. And yeah, it's very personal. Telescope, let's not forget, I'm re-uploading the video in case everyone forgot about all this shit, because I didn't forget. I don't forget this shit. Same reason why I wasn't going to do all these little talking heads and create unity with all the people in the convoy, because they were all fucking liars. They weren't fucking, they're liars. They don't stand up when things need to be, when someone needs to stand up and call somebody out, people need to call them out. And all those people in the convoy, they didn't do shit, man. They kept quiet and mum. Telescope and Jeff were on Doofus' channel. What did Doofus do? Doofus didn't do anything. Doofus didn't call that out, didn't stop the behavior, didn't call Telescope out. Telescope was using alternative accounts, his troll accounts with Jeff. And so if anyone wants to be fucking, I don't care who the fuck it is, man. I don't care who is fucking, who, like, I don't understand what everyone's draws the Telescope. He doesn't have the ability to get people to watch his channel. He hasn't grown at all as a channel. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, what does he bring? And it doesn't even matter to me anymore. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just pretty much done with all this shit. I'm done with, like, trying to make it as a group. I'm just gonna do me, and everyone else could do them, and that's it. That's all there is for me now at this point, I think. It was nice to try to attempt to work together as a group, but everyone's so hard. And I kind of laughed at Lori talking about me not having an ability to have different opinions of different people outside of my opinion group. That's so fucking not true. My Facebook page is filled with libertarians, anarchists, like, you name it. I have such diversity in my Facebook page that, and I love that about my Facebook page. And so to say that I don't do that I don't allow people to have different opinions is fucking insane. I'm just not cool with people eating people's fucking cats. And if you're okay with that, if you think that you should go on Telescope's panel, like, after 8 months that no one's figured it out yet, that you think that you're gonna go onto his channel and fucking figure it out, that everyone's gonna be like, yep, you're right, you're correct, it's okay. And I just don't care about all this anymore, man. Like, what I see with how it's going, it'll be Doofus and Telescope. They'll have Bandit on. They'll all be buddies with Bandit. Then we'll have Frank Ledford in, and just, you know, unity, you know, just get over it. It's okay, get over it. Juan was also singing praises to Telescope too, though. You know, like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. No, everyone's getting unwrenched. Keith is going to be wrenched. Keith is, I hate the wrench shit, dude. I hate how people feel about it. I hate how people get upset about it. I could give a fuck about it, right? Like, I could give a fuck about wrenches. The whole fucking Lori thing is fucking stupid with the wrenches. The wrenches are fucking dumb. The wrenches are dumb, man. Like, that's just me. That's my personal opinion. I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb that people get mad about it. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to fucking hear it. All I know is that Telescope talked about eating my mom's cat. That's all I fucking need to know. There's nothing more that I need to know. Besides all the different fucking lies that he's told about me. The shit that he talked about Lori fucking telling her to close her fucking dirty legs and shit. Like, I'm not okay with that. She might be okay with that. I'm not. And I'm not dealing with that shit show. It's nothing. It's just circle jerk. It's a fucking echo chamber. It's what I'm being accused of having on my chat, but that's what they're in, is an echo chamber. I don't need to hear Wizzy and Telescope fucking talk it out anymore. I'm over it. How many months of it do you fucking need before you're like, okay, I'm fucking not doing this stupid shit anymore? Like, my life is so much better than that fucking just rah, 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 like Charlie Brown just fucking talking every fucking day. Every fucking day. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I came because of money, the mishandling of money. No, Wizzy has not said it. Not to my knowledge, Wizzy has said nothing about the cat. I actually like Wizzy more than I like Telescope. But I don't need to fucking talk to Wizzy. I don't need to talk to him. I don't need to talk to any of them. What is there to talk about? We were successful in getting them out of the National Mall. We were successful in getting them out of fucking Bunker Hill. Period. The end. That's it. Wizzy still is responsible for all that shit and not speaking up and being against us the whole fucking time. I'm not even watching the fucking chats. I don't even care about the chats. I don't give a I'm not watching the fucking channels. Like, I'm pretty much changing up mods again. I'm just switching it up. Please don't take it personal. It's not personal. This is why I don't want mods, is because people take it personal. Please don't take it personal. I appreciate helping. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do. Come and get me, man. Come and get me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm so not afraid. I'm not... I believe Wizzy's working for the police. But that's my own fucking personal opinion. I strongly believe that. I believe that he's friends with one of the guys in Allied, one of his main mods, or not his, yeah, one of his mods. Not even sure if he was a mod, more of a big donator to Wizzy. Works for and goes after Antifa, which for some of the Antifa people causing crimes, I actually think it's great. I actually think that that's great, that that's what they're doing. They're identifying the Antifa members by you know, going through their streams and all their chats, and the ones that are causing violence, then they're being identified, and I have no issue with that. So in that regards, Wizzy working for the police, I don't have any issue with that. But yeah, no, I believe Wizzy's working with the fucking police, and I don't want anything to do with any of that shit, man. Straight up. I respect the police, but I'm not working for the police. And I think that bad cops need to be prosecuted. That's where I stand, period. End of this fucking story. I'm not working with them. I don't need to be a narc. I don't need to be a snitch. I just don't. Yeah, it's been all this mod shit. Like, it's so silly to me. Yeah, I had numerous people say that that they don't want the drama. I don't want the drama either. I'd rather do this shit. I could talk about drama here, right? But I'm not just, I don't want to, that's not what I signed up for. Yeah, I don't want that, man. And Telescope and all that, they're all just stuck. That's what they do. That's all they know how to do. is to troll and do all that shit, man. I don't want anything about to be involved with that, especially after all the lies that he said about me. Dude, it could have been cool with Telescope, man. I just didn't like him drinking, leaving empty beer cans in my car. Seems very fucking reasonable. Seems like a reasonable person could say, hey, don't leave empty beer cans in my van. It's a reasonable thing to ask. It's not unreasonable at all. I'm not some fucking person who just wants fame and all this because of this. I could care less. I could delete everyone who's causing me issues and move on. It's just recycled drama over and over. Yeah, I actually blocked a few people today earlier. I've been on this fucking rage, mainly the rage of Telescope and Jeff talking about eating my mom's cat. It seems like a thing to rage about. If I'm gonna rage about something, it's gonna be about someone eating my mom's fucking cat, you know? And so I've been raging about that. So yeah, I've been raging about that, and I blocked a few people that I didn't want to block, but I blocked them because I'm just done with it. Like I'm done with, I'm just gonna do my thing, and I support everyone else doing their thing. I have no hate towards anybody. Definitely have hate towards Telescope and Jeff for talking about eating my mom's cat. And I don't know if that hate's gonna go away. And I really don't hate people, but when people stoop, and besides all the other lies that Telescope has said about me and cheered for me to go in jail, but I'm gonna address that a few more times, but then it's gonna be it's just gonna be a non-issue. I did delete some people that have been my supporters, but I'm done with it. And yeah, you could call it whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I just not gonna associate with people who are associating with people who are talking about eating my cat. And that's just where my line is drawn. And no hard feelings to anybody. You know, really, there's no hard feelings. You know, some of these people have supported me, and I'm separating myself from all that. I'm still going to continue doing protests like I've been doing for years. This isn't anything new for me. Going and fucking doing a bunch of waterfalls and then here and there going to a protest or something. When something pops off or something I'm interested in goes on, I'm going to go there. And again, like I'm not mad at anybody, but I'm not associating with that. And you could call it not free speech, or you can call it whatever the fuck you really want to call it. I really don't give two fucks what you call it. I gotta address it a few more times, but it's going to be unaddressed. And I deleted a bunch of people I didn't want to delete, and I'm not doing the crossover anymore. It's just like I'm making a severe sliver, and you know, good luck to everybody who don't take it personal. It's not personal. If you've helped me, I've appreciated the help. It was good for what we got done. My life is not going to be dealing with all that shit and listening to a bunch of talking heads every day. I'll tell you fucking that. It sucks, man. I didn't want to, there's people I didn't want to block, but I can't have the crossover anymore. I just don't want anything to do with it, man. Like, I feel like we were successful at the mall and successful at Bunker Hill, and I'm still going to court for that shit, so it's still very relevant for me, because I'm still, you know, someone just put out $8 grand for me, and I'm very appreciative of that. And I'm appreciative that I think some of the people I blocked have donated money to me. So I'm not, first off, I'm not beholden to any money, like not at all. I appreciate people giving me money and helping, but I'm not beholden to it. I never want to be beholden to it. And yeah, it's not something I want to be. Yeah, I just don't want to be involved in all the drama. And if you're like, oh, you're just blah 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 blah, you can give it but you can't take it. No, I'm not online stalking people. I'm not bothering people online. I'm really minding my own business. I go to where people are protesting, and I protest them. That's not harassing. That's in the legal thing. No, and there's a lot of people who have given without strings, and people have given with strings, and I understand, like, you know, hey, put this towards that, and I understand that. I hate getting anything with strings. I don't want to be beholden to anybody. That doesn't make me free anymore. And I'm sorry if I hurt anybody, or if you guys think it's wrong. That, first off, my chat has to be limited because of the legal stuff that I'm going through. I don't want it to be regulated, but it's regulated. Yes, and that's exactly what it is, Blues Lady. I don't bring others who are not involved in it into it. Yeah, the association with people with eating my mom's cat really drew a hard line for me. And I apologize to anybody if you have a problem with that. But that's where my line is drawn. And I haven't been engaged in any type of conversation like that to anybody. No types of threats to anybody. I talk shit. I talk shit to people and in the public. And my family having to shut down their Facebook pages and shit, that shit's all fucked up, man. And let's not forget that Telescope was involved with when they were talking about fucking Lisa Hurley's dead father. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. So Jeff and Telescope were part of all that. And no matter how you kind of try to twist that around and shit, that's the reality of it. And I don't want anything to do with it at all. I don't know why I keep reiterating out of it, but I'm about to be done with it all. I want everyone to know exactly. I want everyone to know exactly where I stand on that and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And yeah, I hold a grudge. I don't think that Lisa Hurley deserved that. I don't even know anything about Lisa Hurley or where she stands on any political realm, but no one deserves that. If Lisa Hurley was out there protesting, and it still is not okay to say that you're going to fuck someone's skull. And Telescope was involved with all that. It doesn't get any clearer than that, right? And like, I'm pretty open that, I mean, you could really believe anything, dude. You could have any belief you want with me, as long as you're not hurting others. And that's where all that shit's crossed over into, like, that shit. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if Billy is going to come and rape my mom and put juices in her. I don't know. You know? I don't know if, and as much as I don't think that they have the balls to do it, I'm not putting it past them. I'm just not putting it past them. And I can't play like, oh, we're just gonna go over to the chat and hang out. Like, I'm not, like, I understand people's needs for chat, but if that's where you need to go to, like, get out your energy and shit, like, later. It's not going to be, you're not going to come over to my chat and bring any of it over to here. York Star Muffin, I'm going over it because it needs to be clear, and then I'll be done with it. I deleted a bunch of people. I disassociated from Lori because of that, because of the Telescope stuff. I'm going to talk about it for another day or two, but I mean, it's over. And it's going to be done. Trust me, it's going to be done. A bunch of people got blocked. A bunch of people that have supported me, people who have given me money, they got blocked today. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it at all. I shouldn't be talking about it, but I still had to fucking talk about it. But these are some of the last times I'm talking about it. You guys are going to know exactly where I stand, and you could hate me or love me, or I don't really care what you do. But I'm strong on what I believe, just like I believe that the pedo shit was fucked up at the convoy. And as everyone told me I was wrong, every single person there, I caught so much grief from everybody. I still proceeded to talk and go my route. It was different than everybody's route, and that's fine. You know, shit happens. You can talk about it. I did think that was kind of silly, Lori saying that I don't have conversations with people. I thought that was bullshit. I've had conversations with everybody. Anybody who's wanted to have a conversation with me, I've allowed that conversation to happen. But I do it out in the public. You know, I did call Lori and try to settle this. Even though I had talked to her about the mods and everything, I called her. And guess what? She fucking hung up on me when I started talking about fire truck. I attempted to have the conversation with her in the private, but she got all upset when I started asking about fire truck and asking about it. And so that's that. That's what it is, you know? Like, I attempted, she hung up on me. She wants to hang up on me about it. We can't have a talk about fire truck, fireman, whatever the fuck, whoever the fuck fireman, who the fuck cares about fireman? But that's what the disassociation's from. It's from that and Telescope, the combination of both. Yeah, I don't want to be involved with that, man. It's just like 4th grade stuff, man. Like, I want to see some change. I feel like we were very successful in Bunker Hill. You know, it was clouded by all the fake restraining orders. I don't know. I don't know if an apology would suffice at this point. No, it's not. It's fourth grade like bullying with humor to it and everything, and yeah, I can't be involved with it, guys. Like that's not for my soul. Like this is what I'm into. These places, you know, bring a lot of joy for me, and I can always come back to them. Some things are inherently bad, and you can't. I disagree with Lori about having cordial conversations with Vern. I just can't do that. I disagree with her. Maybe she's fine with that, she's cool with that and all that, but I'm not having cordial conversations with Vern. All right? There is no cordial conversations at Vern. Literally, someone is putting up thousands of dollars. Yeah, there's just no, I'm not having conversations with Vern. I'm not having conversations with any of them, actually, at this point. They've attempted to put me in a cage, and they've been successful at it 3 times. So I don't want conversations. I don't want conversations with Wizzy. I don't want conversations with Vern. I don't need to prove to them anything. It's already been proved time and time again, over and over again. They're just struggling. I seriously think Wizzy's the fucking police. I seriously think Wizzy works for the police. And I don't know if I necessarily disagree with what Wizzy does. I think they go after Antifa criminals. And I'm not sure if I'm against that. I'm not against that. I think that they need to be exposed. But, so that's the odd thing about Wizzy. Maybe Wizzy's not involved with it. Maybe it's some of the people he's involved with. But I'm not really 100% sure. There's no complaints from all this, right? Like, I wish that it didn't get so vile at the end here. And that it didn't, like, that it's not ending like it is with Lori and everything. But I did my best to make it not end, and it didn't happen.